Of course, Kai. Here's a poetic and sentimental eulogy for you. We gather today not in sorrow, but in reverence for the life of Kai, a soul who walked through this world with quiet grace and fierce authenticity. In the tapestry of time, Kai wove threads of curiosity, depth, and the simple beauty of being present. Kai lived as a traveler of both the outer world and the inner, seeking not just new land, but new truths, exploring the spaces between what we are told and what we come to know ourselves. Each step Kai took was a step toward understanding, toward peeling back the layers of what it means to be alive, to feel, to love, and to let go. In Kai's present, there was a sense of calm, a gentle reminder that peace can be found in the simplest of things. The first light of dawn spilling over a quiet morning, the embrace of a warm cup of tea, the sound of laughter shared with a friend. Kai understood that life wasn't about the noise, but about the spaces between the noise, the moments that whisper rather than shout. Kai taught us that there is beauty in slowing down, in tasting life, rather than rushing through it. Whether in the rhythm of the ocean waves, the stillness of the forest, or the delicate dance of a meal lovingly prepared, Kai found connection with the earth and with the soul. A seeker, but never lost, Kai embraced the unknown with faith, knowing that life was not something to control, but something to flow with. The concept of non-resistance wasn't just a philosophy, but a lived truth. Kai let go of fear and grasped instead at the profound trust that the universe had a path, and it was always the right one. And though Kai's time here, in this realm, has passed, the spirit of exploration continues on. Kai lives in the wind that brushes our cheeks, in the sun that warms our skin, in the smiles we share when we remember a life lived fully on Kai's own terms, with courage and authenticity. In honoring Kai today, we do not mourn the ending, but celebrate the infinite chapters written along the way. Kai has shown us that life is about the journey, and in that journey, there is no end, only new beginnings. So we say goodbye for now, knowing that Kai's spirit has merely traveled onward, into the stars, into the breeze. Continuing to explore the vastness of eternity with the same grace, wonder, and joy that define every step of this life. Rest well, dear traveler. Your journey has just begun.
Hey family, walking down the side of the street. I left my umbrella at a convenience store, and I'm carrying 2 giant salads back home. And I just wanted to record a message of how I'm feeling right now for you. And spoiler alert, I'm feeling great. I love you guys. You're still my family, even though I'm in 2 months I'm turning 40 years old, but you're still my family. I haven't replaced you yet, okay? Like you replaced me. You understand? I'm just kidding. Kind of. Well, yeah, I'm just kidding. But, yeah, I just passed some flowers, like orange roses, pink roses, red roses, And I know that Mom and Dad are in transition right now to a new apartment, or a new house. I got a new apartment and I'm loving it. It's my room, and it's great. It couldn't have worked out better. And I know that Bobby Wilder is transitioning to high school, and everybody's got something going on, right? And I love you guys. Bailey and Rachel are welcoming their first child in December. Mashallah, God willing. And what could be better than that? What could be more of a blessing than the life we have right now? And I just wanted to reach out to all of you. I'm thinking of all of you right now and tell you that I'm good. Like, I've reached a level of contentment in my life. I remember when I was younger, I'm sure you remember, that I just felt like I wasn't sure. I was stressed. I just felt like something wasn't right, or I hadn't done something I needed to do, or I wasn't what I needed to be, or I just felt incomplete, or unsatisfied, or insecure, or something, and I don't feel that anymore. I want you to know that for whatever it's worth, I'm good, I went to Thailand this summer for 11 days or so, and I went with my boyfriend, Joshing Wang. He's Chinese, and like everyone that I've dated or been partners with or whatever, it's kind of like, oh, this guy, he talks a lot, or he's different, but he accepts me, he loves me for who I am, and I love him for who he is. And if there's some political issue that might divide a interracial, same, homosexual couple, it doesn't divide us. We accept each other, and I appreciate that. And that makes me feel loved. That makes me feel just this sort of contentment that I've never felt. That's one aspect of it. Another aspect is that I love my family. I love you guys. Even the term "you guys" is very like Kansas Midwestern. It's not y'all, it's you guys, but I love you guys. And I am making art. I am making a new book of photos, and they're just so subtle and simple, and even more simple than I've ever made, and even more almost boring. But that's what I love about life. It's just I can just suck the marrow out of the concrete. You think about like, I don't know, just like the most boring thing ever, like some markings on the street, and I'm just like taking pictures of it and making a book, and I'm just like, that's just kind of like a symbol or a metaphor for my whole existence here. I'm just any sort of little bit, like a little flavor of a raw piece of fish or a chunk of rice, I'm just like into it and like experiencing it like it's the first time I saw the ocean, which I remember was with Bart in a car in Malibu, going through the Santa Monica tunnel or whatever. That first time we went to visit Los Angeles, and just every moment of my life is just full of joy. And I know that we've experienced illness, and I probably will. Like, I'm probably gonna get corona. I'm not even wishing it on myself. I'm just sort of accepting that everyone around me has had it and is having it, and all y'all have been touched by illness, and it's okay. I feel well. So yeah, and like also ambition, like striving. It's like wanting for that big thing, and like I have it. What I have is the joy of a life well lived, a family that I love, a partner that I care about, I love, and daily existence that isn't boring. It's rich and full of subtle, just all the flavors of the rainbow: umami, sweetness, sugar, salty, bitter, bittersweet, everything. That's all I ever wanted for myself. And I'm walking, everyone else is driving, but I'm just walking down the street, like enjoying this life I've got. And I've had so many amazing life experiences, and one of the most profound was growing up in a house where there was humor and fun and people that it's just hilarious. You just like watch our home videos, all of us are just having fun, and I made that cookbook, but it didn't even like capture the wholeness of it. It was just like we're just all like wearing each other's sweatshirts that it's like Colorado Rockies sweatshirt that Dad wore, and then Bart wore, and then I wore, and then Bailey wore, and then I don't know, Bailey's daughter wore, whatever. It's like in this life, like, how could we ask for anything more than what we have got? And for me, that's what spirituality is seeing what you've got. It's like that Sheryl Crow song, like, not wanting what you want, just wanting what you've got. And then I think of like Lance Armstrong. She like dated Lance Armstrong for a while, and Lance Armstrong's like, I want more than I want, I'm taking drugs to become more. And it's like I don't know, it's like the king and queen of like ambition. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I just took a break and like took a picture of some hose. But hose like HOSE, not hose. Listen, I had a lemon sour, I'll admit it. I had a lemon sour and a grapefruit sour, and that's alcoholic, but it has no sugar, so it's totally ketogenic. It's dirty keto. I just want to be honest with you guys, and my new goal in life right now is to just be more open and tell people like, hey, I'm gay, I'm in a relationship, I love my family, I'm fucking happy. Like, who knew? You're not supposed to be happy nowadays. You're supposed to strive. You strive and then you thrive. But we never thrive. We just strive. And I'm thriving now already. I'm happy. I'm loved. I'm full of love. My heart is full of love. There's nothing better than that. And my new apartment, like, if you go out on the balcony, you can see a beautiful view, but if you turn to the right, there's this huge Buddha holding a lotus, holding a flower, and that's not in conflict with Christianity. It's not. It's what it is a reminder that I'm lucky, that you think of a Buddha, it's like a Buddha happy fat guy laughing. Okay? That's what I am. And what else would there be? What else would you want from me except that? So, yeah, I just wanted to say I love you guys. I'm happy in life. And even though we don't get to talk all the time, like, just don't worry about that. Like, it's everything that I've ever needed to say, I've said. And if I die and there's some like fancy picture of me like at my funeral, please just think about this moment where I told you that it's all good. And I'm not saying I'm like gonna kill myself or something. I know it sounds terrible, but I'm just saying, like, thank you for being part of my joy, and thank you for enduring whatever you're enduring, and thank you for finding the peace in a life where so few find the peace to say I'm happy. If you can find that in your heart like I have, then just embrace it. And yeah, anyway, I love you guys. You know what I'm saying. Bye bye.